Money. Who needs money? I do. Tomorrow's film at 12:30 is Mr. Majestic. It stars Charles Bronson as a Colorado watermelon farmer. Yes, a peaceful chap. But he doesn't stay peaceful for long, I can promise you. Coming up next, we've got the news, and then we've got a local team on quiz night. We want to hear it for you from our area, the Gardener's Arms in Bury St Edmunds. Little frog in the throat there. So good luck to them on quiz night, which is coming up after the news. Then just after 10 to 3, music in the 80s. It's sort of a not-so-nostalgic look back at what's been happening on the music scene from John Lennon to Pete Waterman. So give it some of that. Then at 4:45, a change to our advertised programmes, a pop profile of Bon Jovi. But next, the news.
Call our party line now on 0898 60 60 60 and speak to new friends all over the UK. Just dial 0898 60 60 60.
Suppose we took identical twins with spots. We washed one daily in ordinary soap and water, and the other in Biactol, which helps prevent spots by unclogging pores and killing bacteria. Spot the difference. Biactol, and new sensitive skin Biactol. It laughs in the face of spots and spanks the bottom of pimples.
Clairol introduce a totally new styling range that helps keep hair in peak condition. Format. Enriched salon formulations that help revitalize and condition as they style. So exercise your right to have shiny, healthy-looking hair with new Pro-Vitamin Format by Clairol.
Right, now pay attention. This is the Metro Clubman. Smart, nippy, economical, real wash wipe, digital clock, radio cassette, and it's even got its own lookout post. And all for as little as... all white, all red, all British white and green, all grey, all black, all blue, all white at the back, all together now.
When you tuck your children in at night, are you putting them to bed or laying them to rest? If inhaled, the smoke from a house fire could kill a small child in under a minute. They'll rely on you to wake them up and get them out. What are you relying on? Wake up. Get a smoke alarm.
Sinutab clears the congestion here, relieves pain quickly here. Sinutab relieves sinus pain and headache fast.
Wake up in the morning wanting some breakfast.
Now there's a new sunflower spread with 25% less fat and 100% taste. Its name? Yeah, that's light.
Do you know what's going to happen to savings interest rates over the next 5 years? Nor does this man. But he knows for sure that his National Savings Capital Bonds will give him 12% per annum gross if he keeps them for 5 years, guaranteed. Where else can you get such peace of mind? National Savings Capital Bonds, the smart way for long-term savers. Call free on 0800 868 700 for details, or ask at your post office.
We've got some smart people around here.
This guy didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Next year, if he keeps his head, he could be there. Win the Marathon Super Bowl competition and party with 5 of your friends at the 25th Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, Florida. It'll be a crying shame to miss it.
Spend winter watching The Detectives on Anglia as Taggart returns to face political intrigue and cold-blooded murder in the streets of Glasgow.
This soon won't be called a culture, say. They'll be called a murder, say.
And a personal involvement clouds Taggart's judgment.
I want you out, back to the office now.
What's up?
We got it wrong.
Inspector Morse is on the scene investigating a bizarre murder with a familiar style.
Different weapon, though. Something long and flat, like an iron bar or something.
John Thor plays the pensive detective with the straight-talking style.
There's something you ought to have told me, Mrs. Redford.
And on Saturday nights from January 6th, a new series, Yellow Thread Street, brings tough police action from the teeming streets of Hong Kong. Winter with the detectives on Anglia.
With you 24 hours a day, bringing you the news now from ITN.
"10,000 Panamanians have demonstrated outside the Vatican Embassy in Panama, demanding that the fugitive General Manuel Noriega be brought to justice. The rally was organised by a pro-government group who want Noriega to be handed over to stand trial. There were also calls that Panama's military be disbanded and replaced by a national police force. There's growing speculation that a diplomatic solution may soon be found. President Bush is expected to make a televised address to the nation in the next few minutes. The Employment Secretary, Mr. Norman Fowler, has denied he resigned because he was not offered the Conservative Party chairmanship during the summer reshuffle. He said he was leaving the government purely for family reasons. Mr. Michael Howard moves from Environment to become the new Employment Secretary.
It's emerged that this was no sudden spur-of-the-moment action by Mr. Fowler to give up the red ministerial briefing books and the other trappings of office, but a conscious decision not to continue with what was only going to be a continuing career as a middle-ranking minister. Colleagues and close friends are pointing to last summer as the time when he realised that he couldn't expect further obvious promotion within the cabinet. The fire in his belly had gone, said one associate, and Mr. Fowler himself confirmed that he'd wanted to leave the government at the time of the summer reshuffle.
Ideally, I would have liked to have gone last July, but obviously I was in the process then of abolishing the docked Labour scheme. And you don't go into your Prime Minister in the middle of doing that and in the middle of a strike, as it happened, and say you're going.
The young mother jailed for theft by Judge James Pickles has had her baby daughter taken to her in prison. The woman says she'll appeal. The child was taken from her grandmother by a social worker to join her mother in Style Open Prison. The grandmother denied her teenage daughter, Tracy Scott, had deliberately become pregnant to try to avoid jail. The former girlfriend of the Labour MP Ron Brown has denied at Lewis Crown Court that she demanded money for politically sensitive tapes that she held when their affair ended. Mrs. Nonna Longdon, her head covered as she left, denied she had asked for £20,000 for the tapes. Her new boyfriend, Mr. Dermot Redmond, was accused of becoming violent at Mrs. Longdon's flat. That's it from us for the moment. We're back later on with more news.
Quizzes have been around for quite some time here on ITV. 35 years ago we had Double Your Money with Hughie Green. Now we got Quiz Night with Ross King.
Welcome to Quiz Night. Each week we bring you the very best in Britain's pub quiz league teams, 28 teams in all battling to become Quiz Night champions and to take away the magnificent Quiz Night trophy. As I said, 28 teams all playing against each other, 7 heats with 4 teams in each heat. Tonight it is Heat C, and let's meet up then with the teams who will be taking part in this, the 4th game. And first off from Ossett in West Yorkshire, it's the Crown and their captain.
Hello, my name is Glenn Scully. I come from Wakefield and I work for a bank as an accountant.
Hello, my name's Terry Davies. I come from Ossett and work as a surveyor with Yorkshire Water.
Hello, I'm Danny Mooney. I come from Ossett and I'm a civil servant.
From West Yorkshire, it's the Crown. And against them this evening from Bury St Edmunds, it's the Gardener's Arms and their captain.
Hello, I'm Ray Ransom. I'm the licensee of the Gardener's Arms.
Hello, I'm Roy Largent. I live near Bury St Edmunds and I'm a driver with a frozen food firm.
Hello, I'm Mike Anthony. I'm a market researcher from Elmswell.
They come from Bury St Edmunds and they are the Gardener's Arms. So now you've met the teams who'll be facing up to those 5 stiff and demanding rounds. Let's move on then with round 1, and that is Pass the Buck. And in this round, each side has 100 seconds to answer as many questions as they can. We ask them individually. 2 points for each correct answer, 1 point if it's picked up in the bonus, and that is the way that they pass the buck, passing it on to their neighbouring teammate. So let's start then with the crown. 100 seconds. We start with Terry, and the time starts now. What's the most widespread language of Yugoslavia?
Serbo-Croat.
Correct. Glenn, which musician had 5 golden flutes stolen from his luggage on a Swiss railway station?